Did you know that 81% of New Year's resolutions fail? That means that you revert back to your old habits 8 out of 10 times. The thing is, change is totally possible for each of us. We just need to know how to do it. And that's why, in today's video, we'll explain to you how and why to design and track daily habits for peak performance. I am Alessandro Carpentiero.
And I am Linda Grenfors. Here at Beyond Sapiens, we're all about optimizing your life by leveraging the latest science, research, and technology. Get ready to go Beyond Sapiens. As we explained in our last video, most habits are automated behaviors and we can change them by actively focusing on them. But what can be considered a habit? Daily walks are a habit, but also how you speak, feel, and think. This means that you can change yourself at a deeper level by consciously designing and tracking your habits. To do that, you need to know your destination and understand what's required of you to get there. Your habits work as mini elevators moving you on your journey. To ensure that the elevators are moving you upwards, you must look inside and self-explore to find your desired end result. You can do this in many ways, for example through journaling, distancing yourself from others, testing new things, and talking with inspiring people to embrace your thinking processes and explore your capabilities. You need to find a way to find yourself, because that enables you to identify your destination. When you know what you are striving for, ask yourself, who do I need to become to reach it? Working on the relationship with yourself, you can identify if you're standing in your own way due to limiting thoughts or behaviors. So the only option you have is to either change the things you don't like about yourself or learn to embrace them. You need to feel good about yourself without limiting your self-beliefs to reach your potential. We all have unique personalities, and what makes us different makes us special. So to leverage that, start by actively implementing habits that serve your goal and support the character you want to become. Let's say you want to become a singer. Create daily habits such as practicing technique routines or listening to inspiring singers from which you can learn from. Then just start expressing yourself fully while growing into who you want to become. Why should you focus on the end result and who you want to become as a person? Because your mind is much more powerful than you might think. What you focus your attention on and feed your thoughts with will expand and strengthen your behavioral and thinking patterns. So by finding your desired destination, identifying the character traits you need to embody, and consciously designing supporting habits, you unlock the design code. The fact that we can create automatic behaviors and thinking patterns is a blessing now when you think about it. If you turn this natural capability into your advantage, you can set yourself on autopilot towards your destination.
Now that your overall design is ready, you must ensure your actions work collectively to achieve it. And the best way to do that is by tracking your most important habits every single day. Remember, what you focus on expands and defines you, while what you don't focus on, you just leave it to chance. So you can start in a simple way. Just take a piece of paper or an Excel sheet, and at the top, write down the habits that you want to track daily, while on the left, put the calendar days. And every day, put a 1 on the habits you completed and a 0 on those you did not. It's that simple, yet ultra effective. To better understand the importance that daily tracking has on your future, let's talk about one of our favorite concepts, the compound effect. Someone once said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And well, that someone was nothing less than Albert Einstein. The formula is very simple. Small intelligent choices plus consistency plus time equals a huge return on investment. It's important to remember, though, that the compound effect also works in the opposite direction. Small poor choices plus consistency plus time equals a massive loss in momentum. Your daily choices might look so small to seem irrelevant, but they have a huge impact on your future. To visualize this concept, Darren Hardy, which is the author of The Compound Effect, gives the following example. What would you choose if I could give you $3 million in cash now, or a penny that doubles every day for 31 days? The first option seems very tempting, but I'll leave that to you while I'll take the penny. What happens after 10 days? You will still have 3 millions, while I will only have $5.12. That's not much at all. Did I maybe make the wrong choice? Well, let's see what happens after 20 days. I have $5,243, which is still nothing compared to your 3 million. But then magic happens. On day 31, my compounded penny is now worth almost $11 million. And that's not magic. That's the power of the compound effect. Even if I've known this example for so many years, it still blows me away today, as it shows what can happen if you consistently do the right things long enough. Consistency, that's the keyword. To give you a linear example of what a small effort done consistently can lead you towards, let's imagine that you start the habit of reading only 10 pages of a good book daily. That's apparently and is a very small effort. But if you do it long enough, let's say for 10 years, you will end up having read on average 120 books. And you did that only by investing that little time every day. That's awesome, right? While if you decide to skip this small effort on the weekends because, well, life gets in the way, you will read 85 books in 10 years. Still impressive, but that's 35 books less than if you would have read every day. Can you imagine the extra amount of knowledge that you could have gained from those additional 35 books and their positive impact on your life? If you apply this concept to every area of your life, and spoiler alert, you should, you will have a deeper understanding of the true impact of your daily actions in your future. And you will make that extra effort to ensure you never lose momentum. Once you fully grasp this concept, you'll start being way more conscious of what you do and do not do in your life. As we've seen, the key is doing something long enough. So it's crucial that you design habits that you can track in the long run in a sustainable way. It's infinitely better to track just a handful of habits for years versus tracking 20 habits for 2 or 3 weeks and then stopping because you cannot sustain that long enough. The secret is to start small, be consistent, and up the game just a little bit whenever you're ready. And just as a drop of water can hollow a stone, given enough time, you will be able to create a new, evolved version of yourself. As Lao Tzu wrote almost 3,000 years ago, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny.
Now you know that if you really want to change something or succeed with a New Year's resolution, it requires deeper internal work and commitment to the process. By designing aligned habits and tracking them daily, you will reach your final destination. If you need any help with self-discovery or creating your daily habits, you can always book a free call with us from the link in the description or send us a DM and we will be happy to help.
And if you want to expand your knowledge and broaden your perspective continuously, then please consider subscribing to our channel so that you do not miss our weekly science-based videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.